Watch out, ladies and gentlemen, because the league is scared. That's right. Grayson Allen is bulking up, and the NBA is horrified of what he could bring for this Suns team off the bench. He also talks very highly of newly acquired Tyus Jones, an ex-college teammate that he's very excited to have on the roster this year. So how is this Suns team going to be able to combat with the gauntlet of the West? We're going to be diving into all of that and more on this episode of Suns Digest. I'm Bruce Velez. You guys have been absolutely fantastic showing your love and support over on the channel for CJ and I. We really do appreciate you guys. So if you want to keep seeing this Suns content leading up to preseason starting soon, keep hitting that like button to stay entertained. Without further ado, let's dive into the topic at hand. Make sure to grab a snack. It is scary hours incoming because look at Grayson Allen. You guys can tell from the thumbnail. You guys are going to be able to tell from this picture right here. But look at my guy, Grayson Allen. He is huge. He's a unit. He's a unit. He's ready to scare the league. He's coming in this season at 230 pounds, where last year he was coming in at 195. Those shoulders are boulders, baby. And he is going to use that to not only help his shooting game, but also his attacking at the rim and scoring in the paint. And I can't wait to see how that's going to look for this Suns team. But like I said, obviously Grayson Allen has done a fantastic turnaround in his training. And we're going to dive in and look at how this is going to impact the team this season. So looking at this, we can see that obviously from Dwayne Rakin, that Grayson Allen said he didn't give much pushback to Mike Budenholzer when coming off talking Mike Budenholzer about coming off the bench, other than to mess with him. He also added that he's up to 230 pounds, like I mentioned, and he's been listed at 195, where he thinks there needs to be an update. And Grayson, I will agree, man. You are ready to go, and I can't wait to see what that brings for this team. We also want to talk about Grayson Allen. This is what he had to say. He said it always felt good with a little bit more strength, a little bit more weight, a little bit more muscle, which will be adding things to his game and only ensuring that he is going to become a better player for this Suns team. When looking at his stats for the season, we can see last year Grayson Allen averaged around 13.5 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 3 assists on 50% shooting from the field and 46% shooting from three. He was the Suns' best three-point shooter and was necessary for their type of offense last season, playing with Beal and Booker as those playmakers and those setters up. But now with this new roster, bringing in Tyus Jones, bringing in Monte Morris, Grayson can now go back to just his shooting and his three-point skill off the wing. But with adding that size and with adding that bulkiness, I think that he's just going to intensify his game and just add more and more. Like we mentioned and like we were discussing with Grayson Allen, he says he's always felt good with a little bit more strength, more muscle, a little bit more weight, and I feel the same. I think that he's going to not only scare other opponents and other teams that are going up against the Suns, but if Grayson Allen is already doing these types of things with his skinnier body, wait till how he looks. Do you see how Desmond Bane is jacked and looks when he shoots for the Grizzlies? That is only going to help with Grayson Allen. It is only going to increase Grayson Allen's scoring ability, not besides from the three-point range. Grayson Allen's going to be more effective as a mid-range shooter, taking shots in contest, taking shots with contact, driving to the rack, going to get some bigger guys, weighing it in at 230 pounds, weighing a 25 pounds bigger than what you came in. That is going to allow you to be more physical down low on big men, be able to score on those big men. And I think that's going to help Grayson Allen only translate and bring his game for the better of himself, but also for the Suns. It allows for the opponent to not just think that Grayson Allen's going to be a three-point shooter and just be sitting on around the three-point line. They now have to realize, oh crap, Grayson Allen can score from all levels of the game. He can play defense. He can be a hard-nosed defender, and he's going to be that grit and grindy guy for this second unit. Like we mentioned, Grayson Allen will be coming off this bench with this team. We'll dive into that a little bit more, but he is excited to be off this bench, and I think he's going to be that true six man that this Suns team has needed. Let's not forget that yes, Beal, yes, Booker, yes, Durant, they're all great three scorers. Adding Nurkic as that rim protector, having Tyus Jones, having Monte Morris set those guys up is key, but you need those also effective scorers off the bench, and having Grayson and Royce be those two divergent three-point scores and full level microwaves for this second unit, I think is going to be key foreseeing the success in utilizing them both together as a cohesion, but also when they take out the starters, when they take out a guy like Booker, when they take out a guy like Beal, or one of them is having a bad night offensively, a guy like Grayson can step up and fill that void from that shooting aspect, from that scoring aspect, which I think is a key necessity as well. Let's not also forget that working with Budenholzer, he's already had experience working with Coach Bud in Milwaukee, and Coach Bud said that Grayson looks a lot bigger and a lot better than when he did in Milwaukee. So that only makes me feel more confident in a player like Grayson Allen working in the system with Bud. Bud knows how to utilize him already. He's going to bring him to his best. We already saw Grayson at his best last year, so if he can go up from there, that's only going to help benefit the Suns and make them even more competent in this Western Conference. We just saw the Timberwolves trade away Karl Anthony Towns for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. There are going to be more shakeups in this Western Conference, and the Suns can capitalize on those. Let me know what you guys think about Grayson Allen's big gains in the comment section down below. But next, let's get into another player. Talking about how Grayson is happy for Tyus. Like I said, Grayson and Tyus played at Duke, were college teammates, and at Media Day, when they asked about Tyus, a lot of people were used to recruit Tyus. Now, the Suns necessarily didn't feel like they could have gotten Tyus at first, but after they saw the market kind of diminish and kind of seeing him available, they realized they could capitalize on this opportunity and really, really succeed on it. By doing this, they were able to go out and have guys like Grayson Allen recruit, guys like Matt Ishbia to recruit, guys like Booker and Durant. But Grayson Allen was one of the main, and I'm telling you guys, main focal points on why Tyus is here. So let's dive in and let's look at that as well. Like I said, Grayson, talking about recruiting players, said he helped recruit Tyus and is happy that he's on the team as a starting point guard, saying, I couldn't be more excited with our team and what comes with that, and him starting. He also said this to Tyus in recruiting when his pitch, saying, come here and be the starting point guard, and I'll come off the bench. Don't worry about that. Now that goes to me to show you, one, that he really cares about Tyus on a beyond just basketball level, but as a friend level, because he realizes for Tyus, I understand that you haven't had the best role. You haven't been that starting point guard. You haven't gotten what you needed. I got my paycheck. I got my big pay up last offseason because of my succession. Join up. Let's team up. We already know how to work together. We already have a great connection. We already have a great chemistry. You're coming into a great organization. You can still start and be that starter. And I'll come off the bench, and I'll still be that dynamic scorer for us off the bench. You get your bag here, I get my bag in the future. That's what I love to see. This is a true brotherhood, not just friends. This is a real bond, and you're going to see that on and off the court. Telling you right now, on moments that Tyus and Grayson played with each other, it is going to be easy clockwork for them to play off of each other. Tyus getting the ball to Grayson, it is going to be money. When players like Grayson are going to be helping out Tyus down low, it is going to be nice. They're going to help each other on the offensive side, defensive side, fight for each other's lives, and that's what you want to see. Brothers on and off the court playing with one each other. They give it more. They give more effort. They care about each other more, and that's what I love to hear. I also want to dive in a quote from Budenholzer that I did not get on the graphics before I submitted them, but I wanted you guys to see this as well alongside Grayson. This is what Coach Bud had to say, courtesy of PHNX Sports. We're talking about Grayson Allen on recruiting him to the Suns, saying at the end of the day, it's probably best to bring somebody in to take the spot in the starting lineup. But I think all Grayson cares about is winning, and that's the truth. Tyus wants to win. He wants to get his best looks. Grayson wants to win. He wants to get his best looks. Book, Beal, KD, they want to get their best looks. Bud wants to get his best looks. And everybody is buying into this. Looking at the depth chart as well, when kind of looking at this team, we obviously know Tyus is going to be starting with Booker, Beal, Durant, and Nurkic. That starting lineup has been announced. When we're looking at the bench lineup, I could definitely see players like Grayson, Royce, Mason, and Monte really being those four guys coming off the bench key. I then think it's going to be a little bit of a shakeup. Could we see a player in Josh Okogie be used as a defensive piece? Could we be seeing a player in Damian Lee who had a very, very great story and coming back to the league from last season and rehabbing from his injury? If you guys missed that video from yesterday, definitely check that one out. Could it be a player like Bol Bol, who CJ dove into a video also yesterday in that big man group? Could it be one of those rookies and also Iguodaro or possibly even Ryan Dunn? The possibilities are endless with this Suns team and who can really be that 10th guy, I truly think. And I think it's going to be a true competition and really utilizing these different types of lineups and different types of cohesion that this Suns team can bring with the amount of different guards, wings, and forward combinations that they have to be able to ensure the Suns being a competent team in the West. Trust me, I'm believing in a top 5 team in the West. What do you guys think? Drop down your thoughts down below. How do you guys feel about Grayson Allen? How do you guys feel about the Tyus Jones and Grayson Allen recruiting him? Let me know all your thoughts. I love reading all your comments. You guys have been absolutely fantastic showing your love for CJ and I, and we really do appreciate it. Trying to get to our goal of 2,000 subscribers by the start of the season. You guys have been absolutely killing it, showing your love and support. We appreciate it. I want to say before we head out, have a great rest of your day. And Joel, go Phoenix Suns. Peace out, everybody.